It's my 35th year, and it seems like yesterday to me. You know, when I walk through the buildings, when I talk to people, they'll say, I remember you, or I was here 15 years ago with my mom. My name is Frank Wilson, and I'm the food service director here at the HRM Rescue Mission.
And I'm Don Wilson, his younger brother, and I was a resident here in 1995.
I actually had picked Don up before that, and he was here, and I was so excited. My wife and I were just elated, thanking God for bringing Don here to the mission.
I came to the mission as a last resort. I knew I'd either be dead or in prison for my life if I continued the road I was on. Everyone wants purpose, identity, and meaning. That's what I was looking for.
I think that people get this conceived idea of a rescue mission from what they see in the media, and yet when they come to the HRM Rescue Mission, it's so much different.
Really, HRM Rescue Mission should be a temporary place. We're not doing our job unless we point them to Jesus.
For years, I prayed that God would somehow get a hold of Don, because I'm the one that introduced Don to all these drugs, alcohol.
When I heard the gospel that Jesus Christ forgives sins and he takes away your guilt and shame, I was all on board.
Probably one of the greatest prayers that was answered, that God just showed his faithfulness.
I feel strongly that everyone needs to have community. They need to have a strong local church connection.
We came to HRM Rescue Mission September of 2013. We came because we wound up homeless, mainly due to my alcoholism. We were able to find a church through the mission. We wound up just loving the church and loving the people. We just felt like family after a while.
The impact of my family, it's funny because every once in a while you'll get, and by every once in a while I mean all the time, I'll see somebody and they'll be like, "Bo," and they'll come up and I'll get a hug and a handshake, or there'll be a phone call I'll get from kind of out of the blue, and it'll be somebody that I had connections with at the rescue mission. And my kids will always ask, "Daddy, who was that?" And they kind of know the answer before I start. I said, "Well, it's a friend of mine." And they're like, "It's a friend from the rescue mission, right?" Yeah. And so they'll get to meet these men and these women that some of the best people I've ever met in my life are people that I met at the rescue mission, guests of the rescue mission.
Yeah, Bo was very instrumental in giving me rides to church for men's events.
Rob and Sharon, people that Rob and I go running. He's got me exercising and has really been a huge blessing into my family.
Yeah, don't tell him I love him like a brother, I guess. But don't let him know that.
People are not clients. They're not our project. They're our friends. They're our neighbors. They're our guests. We're in the ministry of hospitality.
Just being able to talk to somebody and sit down next to them and find out where they're at is something that I see as a family. That's what we do when we meet with our kids, when we, get together as family with my mom and dad. We'd all be finding out exactly what was going on at any given time. There were special meals. We have special events here that we do with the Great Thanksgiving Banquet.
I have memories of serving Thanksgiving meals here at the Men's Center with my family growing up. HRM Rescue Mission has been a little bit of my story since I was young, because my grandmother was a volunteer here for 30 years, and she served here up until the week before she passed recently, and she was 94 years old.
You can't be in rescue ministry as any kind of vocational ministry and not have it impact your entire family.
It's made me appreciate the family, the home I grew up in.
We open our hearts and doors to, just like at home when you open your hearts and doors to guests, we do the same thing at the HRM Rescue Mission.
There's this impact of understanding people, I think, that has impacted my family.
Seeing my children follow the call of God on their life, and working with my daughter has probably been one of the greatest highlights of my life. It's a beautiful thing to watch your children grow up and want to serve the Lord, but it's no different than watching someone who stumbles in here drunk one day, comes to hear the message of the gospel, embraces it, and then to watch their life transform. I've gotten to see God work in hundreds of people's lives.